My name's Philippa Thacker. I've been in the tea industry for 20 years now, and of those 20 years I've spent 18 years working at Twinings. My main speciality lies in China. I've spent probably the most part of my time working on the China buying section.
For the prestige range of teas, we've chosen a lot of teas which are actually blends, which we as a commodities team have put together as being firm favourites of ours, or teas that we would very happily drink back at home. Interspersed with those are a few really key teas that we've seen on our travels which are so perfect on their own that they don't need any blending addition or anything really to tamper with their absolutely delicious flavour or aroma. And Hongshan Maofeng, or the High Mountain Green Tea, is just one of those. So High Mountain Green comes from Anhui Province in China, which is in the eastern part of China. And Hongshan means yellow mountain. It's one of China's most famous mountains, and many people travel there to admire the beautiful landscapes and almost go on a pilgrimage to see such an amazing area. This beauty really takes your breath away. And Maofeng means fur or hair, and peak, as in the peak of a mountain. So the tea is grown in the shadows of Hongshan Mountain. I've been looking after the China section for a long time, many years at Twinings prior to my current role, and had the privilege to travel within China many times. And obviously if you're on a tea buying mission, the tea sellers were desperate to sell you or show you their best grades of tea. So I've tasted many amazing green teas and black teas in China, but particularly green teas. So it was really, really hard to choose which one to put forward for inclusion in this range. But I think Maofeng is so smooth, so delicate, and really should be universally appreciated by everybody who tries it, that really it ended up selecting itself. So the key to a fine green tea is obviously to have a really good quality leaf that's being plucked, and a really good quality standard of leaf. So it's very what we would call fine plucking, so really just the very tips of the buds and the first leaf are plucked in springtime, because the spring produces the finest crop of tea in China. So we almost use the best quality tea for making this type of tea, and that would be hand rolled and made in very small batches all the way through the manufacturing process. It's a green tea, which means that the tea is not allowed to oxidize, hence the leaf stays green. It would be heated very gently after being plucked in order to stabilise the leaf or fix the leaf, which means that no further chemical reaction can take place once you start to roll it. So it would be rolled by hand on a large bamboo basket in very small batches, so the quality is guaranteed. It really is an exquisite tea. It's smooth, it's very light, amazingly light. If you think you don't like green tea, then please try this one. You'll be blown away. It's got such a delicate aroma, almost with hints of magnolia. Really refreshing, an absolute delight to drink. Very, very delicious. You wouldn't need to add anything to it. No milk, no sugar. Just really appreciate its fine flavours and exquisite lightness on its own. Boil the water, but allow it to cool for probably about 3 to 4 minutes, maybe even 5, before you pour the water onto the tea. This way you're not encouraging the tannins to be released, so you find that it's not going to be quite as drying or as bitter on the palate. So I would brew it for probably about 2 to 3 minutes. Watch those leaves unfurl. It really is a magical experience. Or you could even drink it as the Chinese would drink it. Grab a pinch of leaves, put them in the bottom of your cup, and again add water that's off the boil, and watch the magic unfurl in the bottom of your cup. So every time I have a cup of High Mountain green tea, it just takes me straight back there, and I can think of all the wonderful people that I met, the sights, the sounds, the smells, and that amazing countryside, which is so beautiful.